It's really all that I can do.
Good morning. Welcome to the world of professional barbecue. It's 4:41 in the morning, and the pork butts that I've been cooking all night are just about ready to come off. And that's what this video is about, is sharing and giving you the opportunity to taste competitive barbecue. Some of the most amazing pulled pork you'll ever eat. And glory to God, glory to God. Just figured out, he showed me how to do it, and we're doing it. And listen, a lot of people, when they find out that I do competitive barbecue, they're like, whoa, that's wild, you know, and I'd love to taste your stuff. And the reality is, you can't get competition barbecue in a restaurant. There's too much involved. You'll see later in the video, I'll show you, I'll walk you through the process of making it, which requires an awful lot of time. And it's more expensive to produce, in that the sauce that I use costs about 3 times as much as what you get in the store. The rubs are expensive, but most of all, it's the amount of time that we put into cooking competition barbecue, because the time and each step along the way layers flavor in there that you just can't get any other way. You can't cheat it, you can't shortcut it. So what we're doing is making that available, because people always say, hey man, I'd love to have it. And when I've given out samples, they absolutely love it. So we're going to make it available to you. How often? I don't know. It's got to fit in with my barbecue schedule and competitions, which is about 22 weekends a year. So maybe once a month. In the summer, maybe a couple more times. But that's the whole idea, is that you get signed up for the email list. Send me an email, I'll put you on the list, and when I'm getting ready to cook, I'll send out a notice that we'll do that. And the idea is, just like right now, we're going to cook through the night, prep it, process it, get it ready to go, and deliver it on Friday morning. Between 8 and 10, Caroline and I will drive around and deliver your pork to you that'll still be hot, right off the smoker. So this is it. 6 pounds of amazing competition style pulled pork, extra bottle of sauce for the sandwiches, and 12 gigantic jumbo buns. 40 bucks, enough to feed 12 extremely hungry people. Okay, so this is what you get. You can stretch this out, I'm sure, to 15, maybe if you do the little sandwiches, probably 20. I'm talking 12 ginormous sandwiches. Amazing. And enough sauce in the bottle to handle all 12 sandwiches. You could easily stretch these to 15. This is I weighed these are about between 11 and 12 and a half ounces per sandwich. Something you just can't get anywhere.
3, 2, 1. The man on a mission. Give it to God. BBQ.
Down with the river loving you.
Okay, here's where it all gets started. Restaurant Depot. That's why we need to have the orders in on Tuesday night, because Wednesday's when I'm going to do the shopping and buy all the pork butts and everything that we need to buy for the big cook on Thursday night. So here's where we get started. Got those orders in on Tuesday. We know how many. We've done all our grocery shopping. We have our pork butts back at the Yoke Up trailer. Give it to God trailer. And I'm prepping them. I don't spend a whole lot of time trimming, because these come pretty much ready to go. I am buying boneless, bone out pork butts. Normally, if you had the bone in it, this area right here is where the bone would be. As you can see, they've taken the bone out. Now, some people will argue that the bone gives it a lot of flavor. It's very debatable. But for pulled pork, this is fantastic. In that, what it allows me to do is to get the seasoning and our special juices all in and around the meat, and all of this surface area then becomes bark. and adds a tremendous flavor and texture to the pulled pork. A little bit of trimming that I do this down here. This is the money muscle. You've heard the song, and basically I just come back, open it up just a little bit behind the money muscle, and there are a couple tubes in there, money muscle tubes. I open it up a little bit again to get seasoning down in here and more surface area for bark. Round one rub, heavy on sugars. Sugars will help pull the seasoning into the meat. Salts will draw out. Salt's good for bark. Sugar's good for pulling seasoning into the meat. Layer after layer after layer that we're putting on this for flavor. Ready, wrapped, seasoned with wonderful juice and rub all over, and in the cooler, 24 hours. We'll start to pit tomorrow night, and which would be on cook week is Thursday night. These will go on, cook all night.
5:30, pit is lit, meat on at 7.
Been marinating for 24 hours, well over 24 hours now. Hitting them with the second round of rub. And this one is much heavier on the salt content. Heavy, healthy dose of the last minute rub, and this isn't going to be on very long, and it's going to the pit. 7 o'clock at night. Super secret blend. Smoky blend. Super secret. You could smell this. Oh man. Another layer of flavor. Smoke. On the pit since 7 o'clock, so we're 4 hours. I'm going to put another layer of flavor on. You can see where the bark is all beautiful and flavorful and got that crust on there. Just going to put some more flavor on it. Another layer. This is why you can't get this stuff just anywhere. Citrus and pork do wonderful things together. It's going to make some amazing au jus. Butt has been on the pit for 9.5 hours, and we've got some amazing au jus in here, and we don't want to waste it, because that is amazing concentrated flavor juice. So what we're going to do is we are going to drain the juice out and then separate it from the fat and put it back in with the pulled pork. We want the juice, we don't want the fat. So here's our little fat separator unit. This thing's miraculous, by the way. Now you see that? That is nothing but flavor. Oh, that is incredible. Okay, now here's the fun part. Whole butt into the pot. That's just some serious flavor going on there. We don't want the fat in there. The fat's gonna not work like the concentrated flavor. You can see all the flavor and rub. And we don't want to put too much of the juice back in there. I'm going to put about half of this, so one pork butt will take care of 2 pulled porkers. I'm going to put a scoop and a half of that super special rub in there, and I'm going to put about 12 ounces of the super sauce. Here's the cool thing. This thing is extremely cool. It looks a little brutal. It's called a Roman pork puller. Seconds and it's pulled. And in moments, this is what you have. Amazing pulled pork. Pan au pork. Okay, so there you have it. 12 ginormous sandwiches, pulled pork, competition quality stuff. Hey, just get on the list. Like I said, I don't know how many times I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to shoot for maybe once a month. We'll see how it goes. $40 gets you this much pork and buns and sauce. Great to feed the crew or the family a couple times. And just enjoy it. I'm glad. I love to do it. I love to cook for people. So I'm making it available. And this kind of fits our lifestyle, in that a restaurant is totally consuming. Catering is a whole nother issue, but we're going to give this a shot, see how it goes, and if you like it, or you know somebody who you want to have try this, or buy it for them for a present, hey, just send me your name, get on the email list, jeff@yolkup.net. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you.
And I'll wait forever. It's really all that I can